I want you to feel seen. I want you to feel comforted. I want you to know that you are more than what anybody has ever told you. And so when you leave a book, I choose different pieces of history. You're going to be uplifted. You're going to feel like you can charge that hill. You can get the love. You deserve the love of your life. That's what I want you to feel. And if somebody gets killed, you probably can solve it.
I hope y'all putting y'all feet up after BRBF. And speaking of, I got to talk with Vanessa Riley, who described the event very beautifully as beautiful chaos. And so, Vanessa Riley is a historical fiction author. She also does historical romance and some mystery too. And she's my star, okay? That pink and green. But we're going to jump right in, and you can listen here for that interview. All right, so we're here with Vanessa Riley. It's so nice to meet you. It's me, Diamond, again.
Diamond.
Yes, Shawndra like Diamond.
I like it. I
Thank
love it.
you. So tell the readers a little bit about you
Mhm.
and what they should know about you.
Okay. Well, my name is Vanessa Riley, and I'm always writing. And if you are into historical fiction, historical mystery, or historical romance, I'm your girl.
I love that. And I am a historical fiction girly.
Yes,
Yes, that's
we do that.
awesome.
Lots of research too. I do a lot of research. I'm a timeline stickler, so I dig and find and bring you the fresh manna, things that you've never thought about, things that you've never heard of, like the first queen of Haiti or black female pirates in the Caribbean.
Ooh, that sounds really good. I love that. What's been your favorite era or period to research?
1750s to 1830s.
Okay.
I know I'm so random, but it's the freedom years. Every single person in the world wants freedom. Whether you can start with just the Catholics, between the Capuchins, the Franciscans, all the different sects of Catholicism, they all want freedom.
Yeah.
And then you've got those darn Americans, they want freedom. And then you got the French that are revolting against their government, they want freedom. And then everybody in the Caribbean who has been in chattel slavery wants freedom too. And no one can understand the other person. So it's the best pool of stories because of the chaos and the courage that it takes in order to survive and thrive in your environment.
Yeah. And I'm sure a lot of those stories have been untold like
Girl, it's
many
cray.
times.
It's I watched whole documentaries that are raw and makes you mad because it's
Yeah.
like if it were anything else, you would do the research.
Mhm.
But you just genuflect and you just think because it's black, they must have had this experience. And that's very interesting.
Yeah. Or they
That's Queen of Exile, just want to know.
yeah, a little plug. I love it. Yeah, or they assume that um they omit like some moments of joy as if those things wouldn't occur as well. So you see a lot of those things missing in history and
Absolutely.
what they decide to teach
Absolutely.
out there.
So just an aside, I was watching, I think it was a PBS story or something like this documentary on the Queen of Haiti. So Queen Louise and her husband, everything that you see in Haiti, they built. So the Citadel, which is the eighth wonder of the world, the Palace of Saint-Louis, which still all these things, right? But when the kingdom fell, she and her two daughters have to immigrate to London.
Mhm.
The documentary said because they're black, they must have been ostracized. At the same time, everywhere in London, these big blue plaques commemorating the ownership of these houses. So where Queen Louise and her daughters live are like in Mayfair, which is like that's the most expensive real estate.
Mm.
I actually went into her house on Hastings. It's right. First of all, I walked in her garden where she
Oh
like
wow.
every day, and she could walk up this hill and she could see the sea. You think people just giving that to black folks? No. She had money and she ruled as a queen in England, but that's not the story that people want to know. They
Yeah.
want you to think of this other way. And I'm an engineer by trade. I just looked in some databases.
Mm.
Yeah, the story's right there if you want to look at it.
Yeah.
So,
You just have to look.
yep,
Yeah. And ask some questions. The answer
exactly.
will probably be there.
Exactly.
Right.
Use the same level of intellect and questioning that you would do with anything else. But when it comes to Black history, a lot of people just turn it off and just assume. And I'm like, that's assumption. You know what happens when you assume.
Mm-hmm. Right. And like what inspired you to start writing?
Two, I have to blame my parents because I always blame them for everything.
Might as well.
My father's from Trinidad and Tobago. So as his only daughter, he's telling me all these stories of these women in the Caribbean who are just doing these incredible things. About half of them are true. The other half, he was trying to make me go to sleep.
Oh, fair.
Okay. My mom is a literature girl, so she's making sure Baldwin and Thoreau and Shakespeare, Austin. She's making us read all these, and Maya Angelou. She's making us read, so you can't be you're just going to come out writing and reading from that type of house. And I'm excited about being able to tell you guys all these stories.
My mom's a teacher, so I feel like I always grew up with reading and writing and like that push. So I'm happy to love to see that influence and like how it trickles into like your career.
You can blame your parents too.
I can. Yeah. Like, look what you did. But in the best way though.
Absolutely.
Now, when it comes to books, are you a paperback, audio, ebook kind of girl?
I am an all around, and it's I'm a mood. So I still am a tactile person. I want I want to do I'm gonna do all that. But if I really just want to get lost in a book, sometimes I'll do audio because my mind goes all the different places, but the spoken word just does something.
Yeah.
And then sometimes, if I'm on a trip and I need a bunch of books to go with me, it's checked luggage is a danger. I want to just do it in a carry-on. So I'm gonna have it on my Kindle and just roll it. So I do all of the above. And for just to put on the record, every last one of these is reading. Don't let anybody shame you about your audio doesn't count. It's all reading.
It's all reading.
All.
Tell the people again.
All reading.
Audiobooks are reading.
Audiobooks are reading. Sometimes your best reading because there's like two parts of your brain, right? And it just sinks in. That's if the narrator's good.
That's true.
If the narrator ain't that good, you're like 7x speed. And it's like 2.5.
And with a festival like this, what does Black romance mean to you?
Black romance is endless possibilities. It also means we are all seen, we are all loved, and beautiful chaos is my new term for this entire weekend because it's a little chaotic because everybody's pressing in to see their favorite authors, to get the books, to get the merch. And they're just looking around and you see happiness and joy everywhere. It's just beautiful, but it's crowded. Don't get me wrong. I'm just saying.
Yeah, a little decompression time. It's fair. And what do readers have to look forward to with your work moving forward?
Well, so this came out in January. This is Fire, Sword, and Sea, a historical fiction about Black pirate women in the Caribbean. June 30th comes the third book in a series, historical romance, A Deal at Dawn. And for this particular book, the heroine you might not have liked in the first two books because she was really dumping on the Duke. And she had a good reason. At least she thinks she had a good reason. But the Duke has sickle cell anemia. So the question is, what does forever look like when you don't know if you have tomorrow?
Yeah.
Well, that's one of the questions, but it's a sweeping romance. You're going to love it. I actually put a recap of books 1 and 2 so you could just dive right in.
Ooh,
I like that.
You have to go. You don't have to backtrack.
You don't have to backtrack. You can just jump in because I want people to see this story. And then the final book this year, is a murder book, Murder in St. James's Park. It's the fourth book in the Lady Worthing series, Black woman in the 1800s. She was trying to get the abolition movement started because when Haiti becomes free in 1806, all the abolition movement stopped. They were like, you're good at being, we want you free, but we don't know about this running country stuff. So, and if you know Haiti history, that's a thing to come back around. We don't about you should be running stuff. So, but Lady Worthing is also like Jessica Fletcher. Everywhere she goes, if you watch The Murder She Wrote, she finds a dead body. So does Lady Worthing. So everywhere she goes, she finds a dead body. So she got to solve that. She's got things going on in the background. You're going to meet her whole community. Her godfather is amazing. She might have a little thing going on with the neighbor. I'm just saying, but just, a lot of chaos, but you're going to love it.
Okay, so we got a mix. We got mystery, we got history, and we got some romance sprinkled in there too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for talking.
Thank you, Diamond, for having me on here. This is great. Hit that like and subscribe button.
Ooh, yes, tell the people. So if you haven't already, be sure to read Fire, Sword, and Sea, and be sure to follow Vanessa Riley on all platforms, including Instagram at Vanessa Riley Author. Okay, see y'all later.